Hey everybody, Icemanfiveoh here. So we're on the Grom. See it here. See it? So you guys can see my leg. It's super messed up. So I came out here to start the bike. It hasn't been started in a couple weeks, and thought I'd just come out here and tell you what's all going on. Set this thing back up here if I can. So yeah, it's been a week since I had the surgery, and yeah, I like that sound. So it's been a week since I had the surgery, and I'm doing all right. The first few days was pretty brutal. We'll shut this off for a minute. The first few days was pretty brutal. Indescribable extreme pain, I guess I would say. But you can see my beard's getting pretty long here too. So, but yeah, so I had that last Tuesday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I didn't move at all. I didn't leave the house until I don't even know, Friday or Saturday. So little more issues than what they originally thought. They talked about you got 2 meniscus in your knee, and they were just going to cut out some of the torn spots, but they said that it was worse than they saw on the MRIs, so they had to cut a little bit more out, which means that it's going to be more painful. Yay. And yeah, I was heavily medicated too those first 4 days. So the surgery was a success, I guess. I mean, we won't find out, we won't know until we know. But so anyways, just been kind of hanging out. I took off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from work, and then I took off Monday and Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. It's the first time today I went back to work, working remote. It's going to be at least another, working remote. I'll probably be working remote for at least a week. I can get around, I can hobble around. I got my cane, making do, but I'm all right. Like I said, it's been pretty rough, but it is what it is. So I can't wait to get back up and ride this thing. We're gonna start slow again, like probably ride the scooter in. They're talking 6 weeks, recovery. So definitely won't be doing much of anything till then. So yeah, everything's good. Just want to give you guys a surgery update. It's just hope that you never have your ACL torn, because it's not fun. I started physical therapy Monday, Tuesday, something, I don't know. And so that was just the initial visit, and we'll go from there. I think I'm probably going to end up going like twice a week for a while. It's kind of expensive, it's like $20 a visit, and the surgeon wants me to go 3 times a week for 12 weeks, but do the math, that's a lot of money that I don't have. So, but you know, I got some exercises that they gave me. I bought there's a strap that I'm supposed to put around my foot and help me, you know, lift my leg up. You know, we gotta try to reactivate the quad muscle. You know, it's memory, obviously. So, you know, not using it for so long, you got to retrain your brain. So, but yeah, so we're all good there, and you know, just trucking along. I've been, you know, answering a lot of questions on YouTube, and thanks to everybody. We're up to 895 subscribers, so we're knocking on 1,000's door. Thank God. You know, I can't wait for 1,000 subs. I can go live and, you know, start putting ads on my videos, start making some money, you know, because you know, it's a hobby to me, and, you know, so it'd be kind of nice to make a little money while you're doing your hobby. So, but one of my viewers reached out to me today and was asking about the turn signals in back with the Yoshimura integrated turn signal brake light. So I thought we'd kind of dig in and explain, you know, kind of what I did to add, you know, turn signals along with the integrated turn. He said, oh, TST doesn't offer the wiring harness. No, they don't. Not separately. It comes with the integrated turn light. So, you know, if you want to use, you know, aftermarket turn signals like I've got with running lights in them, and you're not going to use the TST Industries integrated brake turn light, then you'll see how I did that, and it's pretty straightforward. So let's get into it, and we'll show you under the hood here. Hang on a second. All right, everybody. So obviously you can see I got the TST Industries integrated turn lights, brake light, and when you get the kit, it comes with basically this connector here, this little micro connector. Now, the micro connector from here up to where it interfaces with the bike is provided. So what you have to do when you install this integrated bit is you got to take off your seat, and there's a plug right over here, this guy. It's a 4-pin plug, okay? And it's got a green, an orange, a light blue, and a black, right? So that's what attaches to the tail light. It's basically, you know, from here, and then it comes over and attaches over to here. So what I did is I already kind of disconnected this so I could show you guys. But so when you get the TST Industries integrated turn light, you get this harness, and it comes over to here. Pay no mind to these two connectors, but basically this breaks out, and you get in the wiring harness you get a yellow, a black, a blue, a brown, and a green. Now the yellow, black, and blue go over to this white connector over here. You can see it. It's this one. It's the one I'm pulling on right here. Okay, that's for the brake lights and the running light and a ground. Okay, on the other side, this connector is your turn signals, ground, and power. Okay, so on this plug, the light blue and the orange are your turn signals. Okay, the black is your hot, and your green is your ground. All right, so when you get this whole thing, there's wires. Like I said, if you pay no mind to the connectors here, what you get is this plug, right? So you get the wiring coming out of this wire, and then it comes out here to these brown and green and red and black, right? And then on the end is the mating plug for that plug, right? Plugs in there. So what you get when it comes out of here is also a pigtail for the license plate light, right? So what I did is and this is all actually wrapped up. They don't send this to you terminated or anything. So I put my own connector on there, and this just goes, this connector with the red and black, like I said, it's wrapped up in their harness, is for the tail light, for the license plate light. So, you know, what you do is, what I did is, I didn't want to chop my factory wiring harness here, or, you know, mess up the brake light wiring harness that comes, you know, with this. I didn't want to cut in here. So I opted to chop their harness instead. So what I did is the wiring going to this plug, right, is a green and a brown. You see that? So the green and the brown, the original wires that they provide are the small wires. The thick wires is the silicone wire that I bought, right? So you cut the green and the brown, because out of this plug, the green and the brown are the orange and the blue. When you line this all up, those are the two colors. So green and brown are your turn signals. Okay, the red and the black is your license plate light. So all you have to do is chop the wires, and then all I did was Y off of their connectors, you know, their colors, and that's where I inserted my turn signal plug, right? So this has a ground, and it has a turn signal, one of them, left or right, and then it has a power. So I think for me, you know, the red is the power, the black is the ground, and the green is the signal. It's the turn signal. It's the switch 12 volts. So all you do is you cut that, and what I did is, like I said, is I added connectors. If I was going to do this over, you know, and actually I could, since I'm not going to run taillights back here, or turn signals, I could just clip off my wires, and these would plug back in how they normally plug in, right? So if you don't want to use connectors, you know, you can kind of strip this wire back, wrap a wire around, solder it, and that becomes the Jesus, so hard to concentrate with this music blasting. So anyways, yeah, it's pretty simple. You know, if you're not gonna do the TST Industries integrated turn brake light, and you want to add, it really is the same thing. The plug that comes from the stock turn signals comes from here. Okay, like I said, the plug that they give you is they give you this harness, right? So you just unplug this one, unplug that one, and you plug in their harness. So what we're gonna do is you just split it off, right? I know it's difficult to explain. I have a wiring diagram in my service manual. I'll show you guys that. But suffice it to say, Kyle was asking, you know, he's struggling with this. So I think that the wires follow through. Like I said, there it's orange, blue, green, and black here, right? With the original setup, it's all the same color. TST Industries doesn't use the same colors on their plug. They use green, brown, red, and black, right? So the green and brown, like I said, are your turn signals. So I'm gonna hook this all back up, make sure we get the right one to the right place, and then we'll hop inside and we'll show you the schematic. All right, and it'll become a little bit clearer. All right, hang on. All right, everybody, I want to show you. We've got our left turn signal on. You can see that we're left turning, right? So in the TST plug, like I said, you get a green, a brown, a red, and a black. So I forget which is which, but all we have to do is, like I said, this would be all together if you didn't cut it. So the green and the green goes to green, and the brown goes to brown, So we need. All right, so let's go with. Oh, so we know which one. So the one with the brown wire goes to the one with the brown wire. The blue wire is the one I added. So we know that this one, these two to go together. Okay. Now we can see brown is the left turn signal. See that? Right there. Okay, so that means that the green is the right turn signal from the TST Industries wiring harness. There we go. So now if we kick on the right turn signal, so you can see we got the right turn signal. See it there? Okay. And if we look on the back, we got the right turn signal. Okay. So it's actually, like I said, these are the two wires you're going to want to splice into. Okay. The green and the brown coming from the TST Industries supplied plug that goes to the turn signal connector on the side of the bike. The rest you would just leave alone. Like I said, I connectorized everything because I like to be able to take it apart. So we'll go inside and we'll show you the wiring diagram. Hang on. All right, everybody. Like I said, here's the Honda service manual for the Grom 2022. So basically at the end of the book, which I also do have copies of the schematic. So if you guys need it, I have a PDF of it. I can hook you guys up. You can email me at icemanfiveoh@gmail.com and I can send you a PDF of this thing. See, they got the whole thing. The part, the bit we're interested in is right here. Hang on a second. Okay. So the bit we're interested in is all the way at the back here. Okay. This is that 4-pin plug that's on the left side, the driver's side of the bike. So you can see we've got a black, a green, a blue, and an orange. That's what I was telling you. The TST plug interfaces right here for all the turn signals. And on theirs, so just so you know, black is power, green is ground, blue is a turn signal, and orange is a turn signal, okay? And you can see, what does that say? Let's see if we can zoom in here. Oh, okay, let's see if we can zoom in. Okay, so orange is the left turn signal. Blue is the right turn signal, right? Okay, so the TST Industries plug that's supplied to you goes here. So the wiring that they give you, the black is red on their side and the green is black on their side of the connector. And then the turn signals, what was it? It was brown and what, light blue or something like that. Okay, so those two, you can see these two go to the turn signal. The other two go to the lights, and you can see it here. See license plate light, the yellow on the other side of this plug. But like I said, it's black. Black is hot, 12 volts all the time. So through the connector, it becomes yellow and green. That's your license plate light. On the TST Industries plug, it's red and black. Okay. All I did was tap off of this to go to my to the running lights within the turn signals, right? The in the back of they're red and the white they're in the front they're white, right? So and then over here, I just tapped off of these two to make my separate plug. So my separate plug has 3 pins. It has like the orange, and it has a ground, which would be green, right? And then it also has a black in it. So on their side it'd be red. So it'd be, I brought the red and the black plus an orange for the left turn signal that I added on. For the right, it'll have a blue, right? And it'll have a green, and then it'll have a black, red, right? Coming from where I made the plug. So each of the turn signals, the LED turn signals with the running lights, you need an extra 12 volts all the time for the running lights. In the back they're red, and in the front they're white, like I said. So all I did was tap off of these two wires here, and this wiring that is supplied with the whole motorcycle when you get it, like I said, they make it with just a flying lead. The rest of these are all pinned up. It's directly plug and play, super easy. That's why I chopped up, that's why I messed with their harness. So you can see it's pretty simple. Here's your brake and your running light. You can see that. So again, black is a hot, green is ground, and then the gray is like the I think that's the brake, right? This is like the running light. This is the switched brake. Okay, green and yellow. So that's about it. You're just tapping off these two wires. If you like I said, if you weren't doing anything with running lights, you just have to tap off those two wires if you want extra turn signals with the TST Industries. And like I said, that was brown and blue or whatever it was over here, right? So it's pretty straightforward. Hope this makes sense. Like I said, it's pretty simple. It just kind of is weird because I added connectors everywhere, but once you understand what you're doing, like I said, I like to be able to just unplug everything. So hang on a second. So yeah, that's how simple it is. It's just splicing in a few wires off of their connector, their wiring harness. So I wish that they sold it separately. I've been looking for those plugs, the special 4-pin plug. I'm having a hard time finding them. They're some type of seal tight 4-pin connector. I actually have found what it looks like. The only place that I found it was for $80. I mean, who's going to spend $80 on a plug? That's ridiculous. You know that TST is getting those mating connectors super cheap somewhere. I'm just trying to find the source. So I haven't succeeded yet, but I'm working on it, because I would just make my own harness for you guys that didn't necessarily want to run the TST Industries integrated turn signal brake light, but just wanted to add something with running lights or whatever you wanted to do. So but yeah, so thanks for coming along. I think shortly here I'm going to be doing another Game Boy video. I'm going to be swapping over Trevor's Game Boy with the all new LCD panel that I got. I think if you're into Game Boys, you'll really like that. It's pretty neat. Like I did one for my friend Retro Blue. So he wants basically the same thing. We're gonna do the same like purple and blue custom DMG-01 case, the Game Boy case, and we're gonna add in the screen and a speaker, and we got some LiPo, basically lithium polymer 1.5 volt batteries, which are pretty cool. So stay tuned for that. Tune in if you guys want to see some resto modding, right? We're gonna mod up an original Game Boy and give you some sweet playability and an action. And I also ordered, I got it already, was it's basically a flash cartridge for the Game Boy. You just stick on Game Boy ROMs that you of course legally own copies of. You don't want to get in trouble with that. And then you can have all your games on one cartridge. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and we'll come out with another video here soon. All right, we'll talk to you guys. Easy.